It's always a joy to be back on campus. I have two goals: to be brief and to say at least one thing that you might remember the rest of the year. So let's get started. Noted Christian author Bruce Larson lives in California, has a young family. A while back he took them on a bike trip. They're on a trail and they saw a sign, and the sign said Naturalist Camp. So he's thinking, well, how cool, we'll just bike and see nature. He soon found out what Naturalist Camp really means, as 6 completely naked bikers came up and rode right next to his family. Wondering what his children were thinking, his 5-year-old quickly said, "Dad, they're not wearing their helmets." So sometimes you're on a journey and you're so focused on something that's important that you fail to notice something that is even more important. And that can happen in college. You're here to get an education. An education will help you understand some things that are very important. But I hope also while you're here you gain wisdom. Because wisdom will help you build a future on the things that are the most important. And wisdom includes the capacity to discern how to overcome the overrated. Because a lot of life is overrated. Now I'm going to give you 3 examples quickly. The first one is grades. Grades are overrated. Please do not turn off the mic. Now what you learn here is very important. And I know for some of the disciplines grades matter a whole lot. But here's the fact. Most of you are going to learn most of what you need about life after you leave here. So study hard. But play hard too. Because the college experience is more than a GPA. I have 2 degrees from this school. I never made a B. I was the valedictorian of ACU when I graduated. And I can tell you honestly, 35 years later, my mother is the only single person who has ever cared. And so, listen to the wisdom of the author of Ecclesiastes. I recommend having fun. Because there's nothing better for people in this world than to eat, drink, and enjoy life. And that way, they will experience some happiness along with the hard work God gives them under the sun. This time of your life is a gift from God. So do not waste all of it in the library. Trust me, someday you will miss your youthful vigor. When I was your age, I could play basketball all night long, just get up the next day and go. Then I hit my 30s, and I still played basketball all night long, but I woke up in the morning and I was sore. Then I hit my 40s, and I woke up in the morning and I was sore, and I didn't do anything last night. And now I'm in my 50s, and it doesn't matter because I can't go to sleep. I walk around all at 4 in the morning wondering why Luby's doesn't have breakfast. So I'm just saying, you need to enjoy this time of your life. Play intramurals. Join a band, write some music, study abroad, hike a lot, take up a new hobby, learn to 2-step. You can do that now. And you don't have to call it choreography like we did. Go on a spring break campaign. Always order chips and salsa. And every now and then you just need to have a Dublin Dr. Pepper. I don't remember a single lecture in college, and yet I can still remember the lyrics to some of the sing-song programs I was in. I don't remember a single paper, but I still remember the friends I made on midnight runs to get a cheeseburger. And here's what I've learned. Life is not about competitions won, it's about connections made. So make some. Because grades are overrated, and so is happiness. Happiness is simply too circumstantial to be a life goal for you. Happiness comes from the Greek or English word hap. It means chance. And so if things happen to happen, then maybe you'll be happy, and things happen to happen and you're not happy. And that's not a way to live life, because life's just not going to give you that much control. Now I know I'm supposed to say the best days of your life are ahead of you. Well, that's true, but here's the other truth. The worst days of your life are ahead of you too. The very best stuff you haven't experienced yet, and you haven't experienced the worst stuff yet either, because life gives and life takes away, and that's hard to handle if you're convinced that you're special. So can I break the truth to you? You're not that special. We baby boomers, we messed up. We had our own issues. And so what we did when we raised you is you went to kindergarten and you learned your colors at Hogwarts Elementary, and we put a bumper sticker on the van. My kid is so special, he made the AB honor roll. And we've spent the whole life telling you how special you are for just doing ordinary stuff. And so you turn in a paper and you think you're supposed to get an A because you're special. Or you're supposed to get a great job because you're special. Or you're supposed to graduate in your 20s and have the lifestyle your parents have in their 50s. And here's the truth. Nobody out there thinks you're that special. And so, if you, like many in your generation, have this entitlement spirit, you are going to wind up whining a lot. And just trust me, we don't need more whining in the world. We've already got enough. In the game of life, everybody gets fouled. Happiness is an accident, but joy is a choice. Joy springs from a foundation that can transcend the good times and the bad times. For me, that foundation's been my relationship with Jesus Christ. And it's been able to sustain me when the good days and the bad days come, and they do. Because Jesus has taught me a completely new way to keep score. You see, success is overrated. Most people think the issue is the largeness of their problems. It's not. The real issue is the smallness of their goals. And if you make being a success your life goal, it's going to ultimately disappoint because it will not deliver significance. They may name a building after you. You may have a big car and live in a gated community. But what does it matter if you die rich and you never knew why you lived? See, you were meant for more than to see how soon you could pay off a mortgage and how long you could put off a funeral. You were meant to fulfill the purposes and to display the majesties of God. You were meant for a calling, not just a career. Now, a career is what you're going to get paid for. But a calling is what you're made for. And I think a school like ACU can help you prepare for both. Now, you can go to any of our fine schools in Texas and you can learn the principles of accounting. You can learn the skills to be a great teacher. You can learn what it takes to get into med school or to law school. But here, some wise mentors can show you how to leverage that knowledge to make an eternal difference in the marketplace, in the operating room, in the classroom. They can show you how to take a career and make it a calling. Because God is inviting you into a bigger story than the one you might be living right now. So listen again to the man who wrote Ecclesiastes. Young people, it's wonderful to be young. Enjoy every minute of it. Do everything you want to do. Take it all in. But remember that you must give an account to God for everything you do. So don't let the excitement of youth cause you to forget your Creator. Because of what I do, I've had the opportunity and even, I would say, the privilege to be right beside people about to die. And not one time have I heard that person say, you know, I wish my GPA had been higher. I wish my golf handicap had been lower. I wish I'd made one more sale. I wish I'd opened one more store. It is amazing when you know you're at the end of the race, how much clarity you have regarding the overrated. Because at the end of life, what's going to matter is, was I rich toward God? And was I rich toward people? So you need to start your race like you want it to end. Now, I have an extra minute, so I'm going to give you 5 bonus points. Here's number 1. Please remember that what you post is permanent. Number 2, don't text and drive. Number 3, if you're thinking about getting a dog or a cat, do what Jesus would do. Get a dog. Number 4, in the words of Bill and Ted, be excellent to one another. And finally, I hope some of you have the chance to do what I did when I was at ACU. Find somebody to marry who's a whole lot nicer than you are. I hope you have a great year. God bless.